Abby here, and I want to give you my top 3 meal planning tips today to help you be successful in meal planning. And the first thing is super simple. It's just get started right where you're at and create a routine. So what do I mean by this? What I mean is that every weekend, my husband and I sit down together, and over the weekend, we look at our schedule for the week and we plan out our meals. You just have to get started and create a simple routine where maybe every Saturday afternoon or every Sunday evening, you sit down and you look at your week and you make a plan to suit your needs. The next one is just to write it down. Whether you do this on a simple meal plan download, which I'll provide for you guys below, or you do it in a meal planning book, or at my house, I have a chalkboard on the wall that I plan out my meals on. You have to write it down so that you know what you can get for a grocery list, and so that as you go through the week and life gets busy, you can reference what you need. And the third thing is start with dinners and fill in the rest. So with dinners, that's usually the hardest thing for people to plan, and it's our biggest meal of the day for most people. So if you plan out your dinners and you have that set in stone, then you can work your way up. For me, I usually look at then my lunches next. I look at, hey, can my lunches be salad every day with leftover protein from the dinner before? Or maybe I just eat yesterday's dinner for lunch the next day, every day as leftovers. So by creating a routine like this where you know what your dinners are gonna be, then you do lunch, you fill in breakfast with whatever you need left in the day. Maybe you haven't had any fruit yet, or you need some more vegetables, or you had carbohydrates for dinner, you had spaghetti, so maybe we don't plan a bagel for breakfast. So by doing dinners first, that really helps you set up a good plan. So what's important is that after you plan out all your food, part of the write it down process is making yourself a grocery list. What I love to do is look around in my fridge, in my pantry, see what I already have first, and use that as part of my meal planning for my dinners. So I'm not spending extra money I don't need to spend, and also I'm only buying what I need, which is gonna save you a lot of money. A lot of times I hear from people that it's expensive to plan healthy food, but if we only buy what we need and we only eat what we plan, we're actually gonna save money in the long run, I promise. So I have a lot of tips that you guys could look at and learn more about meal planning on my blog, abbyswholelife.com. But if you start with these 3 simple steps of just getting started where you're at, creating a routine and doing your meal planning at the same time every week, writing it down, making a list of your groceries, making a list of your meals, putting that in the same place every week. You can download my meal planner if you'd like it. And you start with dinners and work your way up, following it up with lunches and breakfast. This will really help you create a routine for yourself and make meal planning simple. As you do it more, you will get better. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time in the beginning to start meal planning, but as you do this week after week after week, it'll start to take you no time at all. Because if you save these plans and write them down, putting them all in one spot, you can recycle these meal plans week after week, and maybe you just have 3 or 4 meal plans that you follow that you put into rotation. So I hope these tips helped you today. Check out my blog, abbyswholelife.com, for more helpful tips on meal planning.